in Milwaukee. Hundreds are expected to travel to see the Catholic priest tonight at St. John Canty Parish on the south side. Colleen Henry joins us live with the story. Colleen.
Well, David, they're gathering here behind me for a traveling salvation show of sorts. In his 83 years, Father Peter Rookey says he's had his detractors. His answer, the words of Jesus Christ. If you don't believe my words, believe my works.
And we have the relics of our saints in this little crucifix.
Father Rookey says the healing came as a surprise to him. Back in the 40s, when he helped his order, the Servants of Mary, set up shop in Northern Ireland.
People came to be blessed, and some of them returned and said they were cured. The first thing you know, busloads of people were coming, and we had to have the services outdoors.
Since then, Rookey has taken his show on the road, traveling the world, sharing the faith, and he says, letting the Holy Spirit heal through him.
Some of them I don't even touch, or even before I get to them, they rest in the Spirit. And I have this wonderful rendezvous with the Lord.
Father Rookey's books document the healings. A woman walks out of her wheelchair at the shrine at Medjugorje. A man with Crohn's disease is cured. Still, there have been skeptics.
Do people think you're a quack?
Oh, definitely.
Rookey says he's heard his share of criticism from fellow clergy and laymen alike.
All I do is I keep repeating to myself and to others is what Jesus told us to do. Lay your hands on the sick, anoint them with oil. They shall recover. That's all we do, and the rest is up to God.
So, oh, come all ye faithful and ye of little faith to decide for yourselves. Father Rookey gets underway at 6:30 here tonight. Tomorrow night he's at a church in West Dallas. Saturday night he'll be in South Milwaukee.
And we'll have more on that story tonight at 10 as well. Colleen Henry reporting live from Milwaukee's south side.
Right now, live, local, late breaking. This is WISN 12 News at 10.
People think you're a quack?
Oh, definitely.
Many find his claims to be far-fetched, but tonight, hundreds pack a Milwaukee church to witness a healing priest. Good evening, I'm Jerry Taff. His name is known around the world, and tonight, believers packed St. John Canty Church on the city's south side to see whether all they've heard is true. We joined Joel Clayfish there. Joel?
Well, the healing service here continues, and we're told it will continue until every one of the hundreds of people who turned out this evening get to the front and are blessed. One by one, they filed into the front, falling to the ground under Father Peter Rookey's hand. One man stood from his wheelchair and walked out of the church. For the faithful who came to see the priest, they say heals the sick. The experience was hard to put into words.
I feel at peace, but I also feel very happy. I don't know what to say.
More than anything else, peace. And sometimes you feel it contained just in your head. Sometimes it'll go all through your body.
I don't even touch, or even before I get to them, they rest in the Spirit. And I have this wonderful rendezvous with the Lord.
We're going to take you inside here and give you a little look of what's happening. The people come to the front, and then Father Rookey places his hands on them, and many of them actually fall to the floor. And we spoke to some of them, as you heard from one of the women. And we do want to tell you that there are people who were here who were very skeptical about what was going on and said that they did not believe it was authentic. Many others who came out said that it was an experience that changed their lives. Jerry?
Joel, thank you very much. Joel Clayfish reporting live from St. John Canty Church in Milwaukee. Father Rookey will be in town for the next 2 days. He'll be at Mary, Queen of Heaven in West Dallas tomorrow night at 7. That church is at 2322 South 106th. And on Saturday, he'll be at St. Adelbert in South Milwaukee at 16th and Manitoba.
Right. 6:31 now.
And topping the news this morning, a world-renowned faith healer is in the area this weekend.
Father Peter Rookey says the healing came as a surprise to him over 50 years ago.
People came to be blessed, and some of them returned and said they were cured.
Since then, Father Rookey has traveled the world over, blessing those who come to see him in hopes that they will be cured of whatever ails them.
That's all I'm doing. I just pray for people. And what else could I say?
Well, Father Rookey makes sure to bless everyone who attends his services, he says. He will be in town for the next 2 days. He will be at the Mary Queen of Heaven in West Dallas tonight at 7. That church is at 2322 South 106th Street. And on Saturday, he'll be at St. Adelbert in South Milwaukee at 16th and Manitoba.
He claims to have hands that heal. Hundreds are flocking to local churches for his touch. Good evening, I'm David Davis. He is known around the world as a healer and spiritual leader. Tonight, Father Peter Mary Rookey will again draw hundreds to a Milwaukee area church. Bill Graffin joins us live from the Mary Queen of Heaven Church in West Dallas. Bill.
David, they started trickling in around 4:30 this afternoon for a service that starts at 6:15 tonight, and they are pouring in. They have been for the last 20 minutes, half hour here. They're expecting another huge crowd tonight. We'll show you last night they had hundreds of people at another church in Milwaukee where Father Peter Rookey held Mass and a healing. Hundreds showed up to take part in that healing. In fact, some fell to the ground after receiving the blessing and prayer from Father Rookey. His nephew, who works with him once in a while, says it's not uncommon.
I was a catcher for him last night. It caught a couple dozen people. They were resting in the Spirit. You know, the Holy Spirit just, just takes over, and sometimes they just fall backwards.
Now the rundown here tonight is Rosary at 6:15, Mass at 7 o'clock, and then the healing getting underway around 8:30. The church says that the public is welcome here, but once the church is full, they're going to have to turn people away, and it's getting crowded already, David.
All right, Bill. Bill Graffin reporting live from 106th and Lincoln in West Dallas. We'll have more on the story tonight at 10 o'clock. Now, the idea of healing powers comes with a lot of skepticism, but the idea of spirituality and positive thinking is making its way into the medical world. Many doctors believe their patients with a positive outlook have a better chance of survival. Amy Johnson has the story of one physician who will attend tonight's service.
Hundreds of people showing up hoping for healing, searching for cures.
I feel happy because it's not something that I expected to happen.
Father Rookey is the man many of these people think has the strength to heal, but he says it's God's work and the power of prayer.
And it's a wonderful experience because I think it's changed some things in me, I hope.
And it's that hope that Dr. Bernard Klemecki says is partly responsible.
And I think that when the total person, physical, emotional, and spiritual, is listened to and is medicated, if that's it, or treated, we have a better patient.
Dr. Bernard Klemecki practiced medicine for nearly 40 years. He says the first 15 were without spirituality, something he added to his practice after the death of his sister. It was then that he began to believe in the power of prayer.
I think we have to do the best possible, take the best of medicine and spirituality and offer it to the patient, and I think they need that total package.
Klemecki says people are healed by medicine and through God, something that hasn't always been accepted in the medical world.
I think pull out all the stops, and if the person wants to go to a healing service, wants to go to a nutritionist, wants to go to a massage, go ahead, please, fight. Go ahead and fight. I think that's what we have to do, Dee.
Now, there is another healing service with Father Rookey tomorrow night at St. Adelbert's on Milwaukee South Side at 16th and Manitoba. And, David, it's important to mention that these services are not just for Catholics, it's for anyone.
Yeah, it's not about religion, it's about faith.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Amy Johnson. Crowds of the faithful at Mary Queen of Heaven Church in West Dallas tonight. It is overflowing still at this hour with people praying for a miracle. Good evening, I'm David Davis. For the second consecutive night, hundreds of people are crowding a Milwaukee area church. They're hoping for help from a visiting priest with a reputation for healing. Bill Graffin is live at Mary Queen of Heaven Church in West Dallas. Bill.
David, hundreds still inside right now. People have come from all over Wisconsin. The church tells us it's received calls from Michigan, Illinois, even California. All want to take part in the healing ceremony. Father Peter Rookey, including one family, trying to save a little boy's life.
He's never walked a step on his own, but no one could ever figure out what troubled 2-year-old Lawton Westfall until very recently.
He just got diagnosed with the fatal brain disease last week. And we want him to get a miracle.
So his aunt and family drove all the way from Neenah, Menasha to this church. They'd heard about Father Peter Rookey's healing powers and desperately needed to see him.
I called him, and I talked to his secretary, and then I knew that he was coming to Milwaukee, so we made a date to be here.
The church welcomed Lawton with a front row seat where the sick received Father Rookey's touch that all had come here to see and feel. The members of this family didn't worry about their own blessings. They came for only one reason.
To get a miracle for Lawton.
Family says Lawton has a rare brain disease called leukodystrophy. They say the prognosis is not good, so they are really praying for a miracle here tonight. Ask everyone else to do the same. We have their phone number, and we'll definitely check up on this one. David?
All right, Bill. Bill Graffin reporting live from West Dallas. Now, there is one more chance to see Father Rookey in this area tomorrow afternoon at 12:45. He'll be at St. Adalbert Church in South Milwaukee. Again, that's at 12:45. While hundreds are turning out for a chance to meet with Father Rookey and perhaps be healed, spiritual healing continues to be controversial. Some say only medicine heals people, but others, including Bernard Klemecki, a retired physician, believes spirituality is healing and does make a difference.
As doctors, we're trained to take care of the body. We're trained to listen to physical complaints and some emotional complaints, but nobody ever told us to listen about God. We felt that was too private.
Klemecki says, fortunately, much of that theory is now gone, and spirituality and positive thinking are more welcomed in the medical community.